Mr. Graham of the Caribbean American newspaper to make a presentation to publisher of Everybody's Magazine, Herman Hall. Mr. Graham.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. There's a little bit of history about this award. It was to be presented to Mr. Herman Hall 10 years ago, but for some reason he was either out of the country or something whenever it to be presented to him. So tonight I've been asked by the Caribbean American Designers and Model Association to present this award to Mr. Herman Hall for his contributions to the organization over the years and in other areas within the Caribbean community. Mr. Herman Hall, journalist contribution to the community, CADMA, Caribbean American Designers and Model Association.
And we'd like to call on the publisher himself, Mr. Herman Hall, the man of the moment, to say a few words. Herman?
Sorry, I am not the man of the moment. The people of the moment are the recipients of the 1992 Everybody's Magazine Calypso Awards, Calypso Rose, Ms. Dennis Plummer, the Black Stallion. And the other people of the moment are all the Calypsonians in the house. You see, last year, we got close to it. This year, we got a little closer, and we'll finally get there. In a few years' time, I do not want this function to be called the Formal Sensen Award. It's supposed to be a toast and a celebration to the Calypsonian and the Calypso art form. Please remember that it is only on Mother's Day weekend Calypsonians from all the islands come together in New York, where they do not have to compete with each other, and it's a time for them to come here at the magazine's function, relax, meet the fans meeting them, and to honor their colleagues who the magazine and its subscribers choose to honor at that particular year. So the evening belongs to them as well. It's a great pleasure and it's a great honor to have the Lord Kitchener in the house, who will be coming up here pretty soon. I want to recognize Mr. Figaro, who has been presenting the Stilban and Calypso Award. Could you make a stand right here in New York in the fall? I also want to recognize the Honorable J.T. Connolly, who is the elected political leader in this area, and he'll be presenting one of the awards later. I would also like to thank our sponsors, Shefflin and Somerset, for participating in the first two events of CARIFET, which was the 15th anniversary reception 2 weeks ago, and the Calypso Awards here. Of course, our principal sponsor for CARIFET 92, all four events, is Colgate-Palmolive. And Guinness Stout, of course, is our co-sponsor for the first three events. And BWI International, the airline of the Caribbean, and Air Jamaica, we want to congratulate them. May I thank Mr. Ron Campbell, who has been helping us with the CARIFET series for the last 2 years. Everybody always thinks that I am the prime mover of the magazine, but there are a few people who are very quiet, who have contributed and are shareholders and owners of the magazine. Some of them are here, they are very, very quiet. I would like Mr. Simeon Simmons from St. Vincent and the Grenadines to take a bow. Mr. Simmons, he's busy talking. We have Dr. Enrique Frazier from Jamaica. There he is, one of your owners. We have Dr. Providence, a surgeon from St. Vincent. One of our, you see, so there is a lot. So you see, Herman Hall's head is not the only one you have to chop off. This is the other guys. Our local printer, Prospect Printer, of all the CARIFET series. Okay, I told you what it is. This is the second part of CARIFET series. Last year we got off to a very good start. The weather, as you fully well know, have put us out of tune. But for Carried Fet concert on July 25th, it will be a smashing concert. You know, we only have just a few individuals to our concert on stage, and everybody usually be talking about it. Since October, we have been getting orders for tickets for the Carried Fet concert in July. Especially, this is the 15th anniversary, and it will be a special event. We will be having, from Jamaica, we are inviting him back, Oliver Samuels. We are also inviting back from Trinidad and Tobago, Paul Kins Douglas, and the lady who will be appearing for the magazine for the first time is Calypso Rose. I want to emphasize that we in the magazine promotes Calypso. This is our 15th year, and the very first plaques or honors the magazine gave, they were to Calypsonians way back in 1978. But I cannot, and I will not, and I refuse to do like many local promoters and producers in the area. Having 30, 40 people, 40 Calypsonians on a show cannot get their pay, and then it's a poorly done show. But you, the Calypsonians, should respect people when they invite a few to participate in a show. Your turn will come. It's no sense having 30, 40 of Calypsonians and the show is no good. So we, at Everybody's Magazine, we are totally different. I heard the MC said that Calypso is the music of the future. Calypso is not the music of the future. Calypso was the music of the past, and I refer you to the current issue of Everybody's Magazine, where you will see in 1939 Newsweek magazine, or the 1941 Life magazine, or the Baltimore Sun of 1949. They were writing about Lion, the Executor, the Roaring Lion, Macbeth the Great, Houdini, and one of the first calypsos Ella Fitzgerald sang, or the first song she ever rendered, which was a big hit, was a calypso called Cold Stone Dead in the Market. And recently, about a month ago, the Bijos called my attention. They're on the committee, and they said to me, you know, they're about to honor the producer of the Roman Coca-Cola tune. And I said, that will be over my dead body. I called WNEW AM and FM in New York. I called California, and I checked into it. Because Maury Amsterdam was never the writer nor the producer of Roman Coca-Cola. It was Lord Invader, and it was one of the most landmark court decisions in this country. I am in support of the folks honoring the Andrews sisters, because they did make Roman Coca-Cola very popular, what Poindexter did to Arrow's tune. But we cannot add insult to injury. So this is my commitment, and quietly, I spoke to folks in California, New York, all the old-timers, and I wrote the Kennedy Center in Washington to say, no, Maury Amsterdam cannot be honored because the court found that he was a thief, he was wrong, and he never was the producer, the writer, nor the arranger of the famous Roman Coca-Cola. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
Thank you very much, Herman Hall, publisher of the Everybody's Magazine.